I think I'm centered. Actually made it on live like I promised. We are in the intro phase. Got a lot to talk about, but we'll see if we could bundle it all up in one one live. There's a lot of stuff I want to talk about actually. I'm gonna let people come in first. Got me some Red Bull. I'm supposed to be I'm supposed to have gotten on 30 minutes, so I am kind of 30 minutes behind. But doesn't matter. I still managed to get my butt on, so that's good. Let me see. The topic today is you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. That's the topic. Hopefully I got everything correctly. Let me see if I got so much stuff. Yeah, you miss all of the shots you don't take. That's what I was supposed to have said, but whatever. I just gotta wait for people to walk in. Let me see. What did I do? I took this fat nap. I was supposed to go to Muay Thai practice, my sixth practice today, but I woke up this morning and my back was kind of spasming a little bit. It was really irritating. And then because there was this one chick I was gonna spar with. I promised her I was gonna come, and I didn't pop up. So she probably was like, I flaked. I was gonna spar her. But yeah, I was tired this morning. I was so tired. And then I just ended up. Also, I was texting another girl and she just ruined my whole mood. You gotta be careful. One thing that I don't do is I do not train when I'm irritated. What's good, Ghost of Yoshimitsu? Getting better saying that. Getting better saying that. I don't like training irritated. So if like I try not to text girls in the morning or anything because all it takes is for one girl to say the wrong thing, and now I'm irritated. I'm mad. I'm coming in. Like, ridiculous. All right. Can I get a shout out? Danny Hockey. That's your shout out. Someone said, my grandma died today. I had to throw her down the stairs for the inheritance money. She only left 5 mil, the ungrateful woman. At least she didn't call Granny a bitch. At least you didn't call her that. Hello from Russia. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, I do rap. Can you touch your right elbow with your right hand? Like, Salt Bay. Your right elbow, right. I knew y'all was gonna come in with some bullshit. I knew it. That's why I always start. I let the intro fly for a second. I just knew it. You guys just never fail. Y'all never fail. I try to come in, talk nice, and everyone just comes in with some bullshit. Someone said, "Why is this so funny like that?" No, I love you guys. I ain't tripping. I love it. I love it. Someone said, "Loyalty Puff." I think you said if I rap, I do rap. Hello from Slovenia. Nice to meet you. Do you listen to old school? I listen to all music. Free Diddy. You know what? Because of you guys, I need to go back and look at that live. But I keep bringing it up. It was really funny to me. Someone called me a Diddy disciple. I don't know why that shit was funny as fuck to me. But what I'm gonna do is I just bought my Apple News. That's how I get a lot of my information. And the Diddy trial is all over Apple News, but it's the premium. So just for the trolls, we're gonna keep up with the Diddy trial. It's gonna be next live though. Next live, we'll keep up with the Diddy trial. I think you guys just for the trolls. I'm not gonna be all integrated in the Diddy trial, but it's still funny though. I like this whole Diddy thing. You said sound gay too. I mean, fuck it. I'm an what the fuck? How you say that word? Eccentric person. I am an eccentric person. So, or flamboyant. I mean, all you gotta do is look. I dress in the full Spider-Man suit. Come on now. Come on now. My favorite color is pink, and well, green first, but pink. Come on now. I was thinking about wearing pink for this live, but I didn't feel like doing that. You can make you can make me mod, bro. I got you. Hell, nah, it's cool. It's cool. Just let everybody have their fun. When someone starts like getting a little bit too like they start like putting high, then that's when I mute them So you're gay? I was just talking about women in the very beginning of this. Me trying. I was just talking about women. How could I be gay? Um, would you take? Would you take 1 billion for a week with Diddy? Yeah, I would. I would. He ain't about to touch my ass. He was drugging people. I know his game plan now. I know his game plan. He drugs you. You go to the party. I can't have no sips of water at Diddy's house, man. Didn't reason you were wait. Didn't reason you were the jujitsu. Let me see. Let me see. Didn't reason you were the jiu-jitsu guy with the Spider-Man suit. Oh yeah, I am the jiu-jitsu guy with the Spider-Man suit. It's me. I'm him. Smitty'Wit. Yeah, that's me. Free Palestine. I don't want to go into that. I have no. Okay, you know what? You said free Palestine, right? You said that. By the way, we have 121 people in here. Please like the video. But you said free Palestine. Can someone please explain to me what the hell is going on with that? I've been seeing people over here in America who are not going to go fight out there protesting for it. And I literally have ignored that. I'm like, I live in LA and there is so many homeless people here, you know? And I'm just like, there's stuff going on here. You know, it's a war zone over here. I got some stuff to talk about today, like the 7-Elevens has been getting ransacked over here for the reality check section. You know, like, so I don't know anything was going on with Palestine and Israel. Like, haven't they been fighting since the biblical days? You know, like, it's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But so if you're gonna say free Palestine, please at least educate us, you know, of what's going on, you know. But yeah. Yeah. Let me see. So he said, man, you need to know. I don't want to know what's going on. Like, I can't do nothing. If I can't do nothing, I don't want to know what's going on. You said, what did you say about Diddy? Diddy used to paint my cheeks white. Nah, that's not funny, man. Say something funny, man. I need, like, the Diddy disciple. Who was that guy? He needs to become the mod. Get out of LA, move to Texas. Everybody goes to Texas. I don't want to be there. I also had family in Texas. I'm cool. I'm cool in Texas. Hey, can you pray for me? My mom just got cancer. I appreciate not. Oh, that sounds so fucking morbid. I'm sorry. My mom died from cancer, so I'm so sorry to hear from that. Hopefully she gets through. Let me see what else. You going to the UFC? I do plan on to. I want to get to the UFC. I want to get to. Do you rap or what? I said yeah, I rap. Don't come. Don't come. Do you know any Easy E? Of course. I'm in the West Coast. I'm a West Coast person. West Side all day. I always throw that up. Every time I win my matches, it pisses people off. I be like, they get so pissed off with that. I do it because I know people's gonna get pissed off. You know, bro, you got some good strikers. Well, appreciate it. Smith asked you in the chat if they can give their thoughts on how we might transcend war as a species. Bloods and Crips were at peace way back. Remember, I think honestly, like it's not that Bloods and Crips like just became peaceful. It's just that there's not a lot of it's starting to become corny. That's what happened. It's just like corny. Like if you walking down the street, I don't know. I don't know if any of you guys have ever been banged on, like actually banged on. But now when people bang on you, oh, for those who don't know what bang on means, in LA, so we have sets and stuff and all this stuff that we do. Um, if you're walking down the street as a black person, another black person will walk up to you and say, "What set are you from? What gang are you from?" And if you say, "I'm from here, I'm from there," and it's not from where they're from, they try to kill you. So now, and it was perpetuating our musics that's sliding on the ops and stuff like that, and but it's kind of getting corny now. There's not a lot of black men walking around anymore. You see this black man is in the crib talking to his phone. So so I remember someone actually, the last time I got banged on, it was so funny. Like a dude walked up and he was like, "What set you from?" And I literally looked him up and down and just laughed in his face. I was like, "Bro, you not about that life. Stop it." Like there was one time I was driving, and there was this guy, I don't know why, he just drove up next to me and he was like, he started throwing up like, oh, like just yelling at me. So I told him, like, across from my car, I said, if you don't have a blicky, that's what I told him. I said, if you don't have a blicky, I highly suggest you don't get out that car. And he was like, "What's up?" I said, "Okay." So I hopped out the car, and I remember this, like the street that I was driving down, it was it was brand new. Okay, so the street was brand new, and the pavement was bouncy, like as if it was a mat. I remember this because jujitsu guys or just martial artists in general, we wear a lot of sandals. I'm wearing sandals right now, so I hopped out the car, and I swear, I threw my sandals off, and I felt like a bounce, and he came around the car, and he seen me like bouncing on the pavement, right? And he kind of looked at me, and I just threw my flip flops off, and I got in a stance. And I started walking up to him. I was like, "What's up?" And he just kind of looked. I guess I don't know. I was just laughing too, and he was just like, "Nah, you got it. I'm good." I was like, "What do you mean? We're in traffic right now. We done stopped up traffic like it's a Mortal Kombat game or a Street Fighter game." And you wanted to fight. Now all of a sudden you see I'm in a stance. You don't want to fight no more. I was so mad. I was on the phone. The person that's my witness is Taylor Moore. Shout out Taylor. That's the little sexy light skinned chick that I'm cool with. She was on the phone with me because we were talking about like content ideas, and I was driving to her to make some content ideas, and I got into that argument. But it's really dope, fun stuff. You said why he do that? I have no clue. It was random. I was just driving, and I'm a slow driver. I'm a slow driver. Like I drive really slow, and yeah, he do I like fighting? I like fighting. Fighting's pretty fun. Slapbox and amputee, that's not fun. Bivol one? Okay, cool. Bivol's good. Like I like that. Like if you guys see the way I be striking, like the way I kind of got that from Bivol a little bit, like how he goes in and out. Like cause at first I used to be like I used to try to take the karate point fighting style but karate guys they jump like they leap out of the way. But Bivol that Russian style, they kind of like Bivol's a Russian, right? But he kind of like comes in and he barely jumps out the pocket and he comes back out. So he uses like it's masterful, masterful, masterful. Okay, so that was the intro. 12-minute intro. We're gonna talk about some MMA. Let's talk about some MMA stuff right quick. If you guys, I'm sorry. I know a lot of you guys probably said something in the comments. I was just yapping. Smitty gets to yapping. What's your favorite Easy E song? Mine's is My Baby Mama's. I'm a big Tupac fan. I'm not really a big Easy E fan like that. He was a little bit before my time. He has some cool tracks, but I'm not really a big Easy E fan. So let me do this. MMA. Let's talk about some MMA. So at UFC 310, Bilal Muhammad is gonna go against Shavak. I don't know how to say that dude's last name. He's the undefeated dude that's just like finishing everybody. I believe that's who it is. I don't know how they're gonna sell UFC 310 because that doesn't sound fun. I don't know. Like, is anyone interested in Bilal defending the title? Like, is anyone interested in the welterweight division right now? Um, but whatever. And then I just wanted to give you guys that news. It just came out. But then I was like, okay, that's UFC 310. UFC 308 is Max Holloway versus Ilya Taporia. Right now, by the way, who do you guys have? Do you got Max Holloway or you got Ilya Taporia? I think Ilya Taporia has officially got in Max's head. I think he's got in his head. And I think Ilya might, because Ilya was talking shit about Max's boxing. So um, I I've never seen Max get that flustered, like irritated, like not like I'm not saying Max is scared. No, 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 no. Max is not fucking scared. I'm saying like Max was irritated though. I usually, Max is usually like chill, but he looked irritated as fuck, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. And Ilya Taporia was being weird, like that whole interview. Ilya had a fake BMF belt. He was saying that he was a fan of Max Holloway. It was weird, but it was like I thought it was smart. You gotta get under your person's skin. So that's UFC 308, right? And then UFC 309 was John Jones versus Stipe Miocic. And this one's kind of interesting because I did not look at the card for this one. And John Jones, of course, is the main event against Stipe Miocic. I honestly got John Jones, and I think John Jones is going to retire. I think he's going to retire after this because John Jones does not want to fight Tom Aspinall. If John Jones fights Tom Aspinall, um, I wouldn't say I'm like John Jones doesn't need our respect, but that would let me know John Jones loves the game. Like he loves the game of fighting. But I don't think he's fighting Tom Aspinall. Fuck that. I don't think he is. I think it would be smart for him not to fight Tom Aspinall. But if he did, beat Tom Aspinall, and then retired, John Jones to me is the GOAT. Straight up the GOAT. Straight up the GOAT. But match 2 is my favorite UFC fighter, is Charles Oliveira, and he's going against Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler should have been going against Conor McGregor, but he said, "Nah, fuck that." So this is Charles Oliveira versus Michael Chandler 2. Funny enough, I don't like Charles Oliveira's streak. Now, by the way, Charles Oliveira is my favorite fighter. My second favorite fighter is Islam Makhachev. But I if this ain't a motivated Charles, he's gonna lose this fight. I don't like the way he's been fighting lately. I'm not a fan of that. Hey, hello, Rosie. He said, I feel like Max should stay at 155, but you can't go against what he's done. Yeah, no, Max Holloway's a fucking beast, bro. He's such a beast. Hey, take it as a sign. Please read and... Okay, I'm not reading that. Hey, bro, no worries. If you miss my comments, I'm in no rush. We'll eventually... Yeah, we'll get to it, man. I have so much stuff to talk about today. Like, it's ridiculous. But so for those who are new, we start off with MMA. We go to Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, athletic training. Then we get into the main topic of the video. So right now, after Charles Oliveira, we have Charles Oliveira and Michael Chandler. Bo Nickel is fighting. I feel like Bo Nickel should be a much bigger star, but because he's a wrestler, people are not really that interested in Bo Nickel. And you say, Eric Zhao, how old are you? I never tell my age. I never tell my age. It's obvious to figure it out, but I never tell it. Because then people try to put you in a box when they know your age. Never tell my age. But I feel like Bo Nickel should be a much bigger star. He's not. And Chris Weidman is fighting that night as well. We're talking about UFC 309 with John Jones versus Stipe Miocic, November 16th. So, I mean, and for those who don't know who Chris Weidman is, or like why I brought up Chris Weidman, who was he going against? I think it was Chris Weidman. He like snapped his leg, like in one of the fights, like his leg like just snapped. I believe that was Chris. It was recent. Like he snapped his leg. It was. Oh no, that's not good. What is this? Why did we freeze? Okay, all right. I see it. I see we froze. Are we back? Yeah. Okay. I see the number. I was like, we froze. All right. I live by an airport, so yeah, we lost a bunch of people. But anyways, whatever. Yeah, Chris Weidman got his foot broken, so that was crazy. Anyone has, before I continue, I'm gonna let everybody pick back up in here. We lost a lot of viewers. Hey. Anyone has anything else to say about some MMA topics before I move on? Do we have anything else that you guys want to talk about before I move on? Because I got some jiu-jitsu stuff to talk about. This little jiu-jitsu, this girl on Thread says something interesting. I'll give you guys like 30 seconds. Prefer shaved or bushed? I like shaved. Well, I don't know. It depends. It depends on the girl. It really does. What do you feel is a good base for MMA? It's so interesting. I believe that you need solid striking, kickboxing. I would say kickboxing. Okay, so wrestling, obvious. Everyone says wrestling, but if you didn't have the privilege of growing up to be a wrestler, I think jiu-jitsu and kickboxing is the way. I think that's the way. If you can specialized training in kickboxing or cross train, as I call it. Cross training is basically you specialize in one style and you go across the street or something and specialize in another style. So if you could specialize in something like kickboxing or Muay Thai, so that Muay Thai counts for kickboxing as well, and some type of like new school jiu-jitsu, like you actually are a student of the game for jiu-jitsu and you love jiu-jitsu, you develop takedowns, you have good guard passing, and you develop a great guard of modern day jiu-jitsu. Because I know people shit on jiu-jitsu for MMA, but one thing that is clear is when you look at pure grappling, like pure grappling matches without strikes, jiu-jitsu always comes on top. So the biggest problem I believe is just jiu-jitsu guys just can't fucking strike and do takedowns. So that's why it's so low on the totem pole. But if you develop some good kickboxing and you develop a good guard game or off your back, you're a dangerous motherfucker. Then go practice like MMA, because MMA to me is its own style. People hate when I say that. MMA is its own style. You have to learn ground and pound. You have to learn the integration of takedowns into striking or striking into takedowns. You have to like it's exhausting. Like you're on the ground with somebody and you're trying to keep them on the ground, right? And that motherfucker stands up and oh, it's the most annoying shit ever. Like I remember this one guy when I was training for MMA, I took him on the ground and I was putting him in a blender. Like I was tearing him up, but I didn't want him to get up, and he stood back up, and it was just so exhausting to stand back up. So the wall work too for MMA. So those are the three things. You don't really need to do all that. So that did not answer your question at all. You said what's the best base for MMA? There is no best base. I think you need to just train consistently and fill out your holes. That's what I think. Because wrestling has its problems. Jiu-jitsu has its problems. That's interesting. If you know, kickboxing does have its problems too. Because most kickboxers don't want to learn grappling. So there's and then you have like someone be like, oh well, then just train MMA, right? The problem when you just train MMA is um you are missing things. Like if someone just trains MMA, just only trains MMA, they're missing a lot of specialties. Yo, appreciate you for the $2. They're missing a lot of specialties for their jujitsu. They don't know certain submissions and stuff like that. If you just train MMA, there's certain kickboxing techniques that you're missing because you're only training for MMA. So there's man, I didn't answer your question, but people don't realize how technical and difficult it is to really train for MMA. It's actually incredibly difficult, and people don't understand that. They just think like, oh, just and everything's expensive, and oh man, bro, oh man, yeah. Um, let's go into hey, what's good, Hudson? How'd your tournament go? I know you had a tournament. You say your tournament was happening today, I believe. How'd your tournament go? I see. So it's better to go in different specialists. Yes, yes, man. I believe that. Like you wanna like you could do MMA, but like I think like say for example if I had a kid and I said hey I'm gonna put you in MMA and I put him in an MMA class and I just sit there and observe him. If I see he's getting fucked up on the ground, I'm gonna put you in a jiu-jitsu class. Like you need to work on your jiu-jitsu. Some people believe like oh no just train just MMA. No, no. I mean, nah, fuck that. Like I don't see the benefits of that. I'm an MMA fighter. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you too. Good, glad you made it. He said that's why I do love MMA. It shows what works and what doesn't. Exactly. I love MMA. What's happening, beautiful woman? This guy comes in here every single time and he calls me a woman. You must like me. Hudson, you won first place? Hell yeah, fuck yeah, congrats, bro. All right, with that, we're gonna move into into the jujitsu topic. So this girl on Threads said, "Is the entertainment side of jujitsu watering down the martial art?" She said, "Don't get me wrong, it's fun to watch, but the essence of jiu-jitsu is control. Some of the best athletes in jiu-jitsu are patient, persistent, and not the most exciting, but they're effective against more explosive grapplers because persistent, steady control, not stalling, patient progress." She said one of the beautiful things about jiu-jitsu is the difference in styles. She literally like answers her question right here. She literally answers her question. But she says one of the beautiful things about jiu-jitsu is the difference in styles. Rule sets that force a certain style deplete that diversity, in my opinion. I think the entertainment side of jiu-jitsu is not watering down the martial art. I think what's watering down jiu-jitsu, we I think it's too many people coming in who don't want to compete. That's what I think. I think we're having a lot of weekend warriors coming into jiu-jitsu. I think that's what's happening. I don't think because there's no way you can make jiu-jitsu entertaining. I mean, I've kind of figured it out. If I ever am able to, I was talking to my homegirl the other day. She's a camera woman for like jiu-jitsu competitions and stuff. And yes, please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Shout out Rocio. Shout out her. And she's like, Smitty, like it would be so great if one of these organizations worked with you to promote jujitsu, or you be a commentator, you're the one who's matchmaking. Yes, because I would know how to make jujitsu entertaining. And just in case if something ever was to happen to me, the problem is we have too many guys that are not cool. We have like they don't know what the hell they're doing, you know? Like we need to emphasize submissions more than ever in jiu-jitsu. And we need to dangle like, okay, so watch this. So in one championship, for example, I was told that they literally tell the fighters that if they don't knock out the other fighter, they might not get a bonus, like the little $100,000 bonus that they get. So that's why if you watch Friday night, one championship on Friday nights, the free fights, these guys come out and they're trying to knock each other's block off. So there needs to be an initiative for that for jiu-jitsu. You need to tell these fighters, if you don't get a submission, you're not getting paid today. That's what I would do. If I had that's how I would save money and how we would get exciting matches. If you do not submit someone, you're not getting paid today. These guys already fight for free. So in my organization, if you don't get a submission, you're not getting paid. Like any bonus that's happening, it's not happening. That's the first thing I would do. I would also we would highlight more. Like now we have the cool submissions. Now we have the highlight videos for this organization. What else would happen? It doesn't matter. Yeah. I think that right there would. I think that would just smooth out so much stuff. Just that little rule right there. That's the free game I'm gonna give out just for now. I'm not gonna give out the rest, but yeah, if you tell these fighters you're not getting paid if you don't submit them, you're gonna see some fun jiu-jitsu. Trust me. We had CJI, where the Craig Jones Invitational, and everyone said it was great. They had the karate combat pit, and I love the pit for jiu-jitsu. That's really dope. But it was free on YouTube. I think jiu-jitsu should be free to watch. I think man, it's so much. But I'm gonna move to. Anyone has any jiu-jitsu questions before I move on from jiu-jitsu? Because next we got Muay Thai. We're going to talk about Muay Thai. That's the next one we're going to talk about. Any jiu-jitsu questions before I move on? There's so much. The problem with jiu-jitsu is just a marketing thing. That's it. What's good? What's the question? What is the jiu-jitsu question? Let's see what you got. I think jiu-jitsu is the perfect martial art, but it can be very boring if not handled correctly. Someone said, if anyone want to see one of my old amateur KOS type into the surge, oh, okay. Just how do I build flexibility? I built my flexibility through kicks. I kick a lot. That's how I did it. Dynamic stretches. Look it up. Dynamic stretches. I believe dynamic stretches is the way to build up your flexibility. That's how I did it. That's how I'm able to do the splits. That's the best advice I can give right now. I haven't done enough research on like flexibility to give everybody a systematic way of being flexible, but I can point you in a good direction. I say before, like, and a lot of people do cold stretches. Like, what's the difference of cold and hot stretches? People will just wake up and start stretching. No, like what I like to do, I like to get sweaty. I like to warm up and then I stretch. So that's me. Like, do 50 jumping jacks before you do your dynamic stretches. And I like to do dynamic and static stretches. But I believe dynamic stretches, for those who don't know, I'm not going to do it here. For dynamic stretches are, imagine like this is like the feet, right? and then like let's say you try to like kick as high as you can, and then you come back into a standing position, and then you kick as high as you can and come back. And a static stretch is like literally like the stretches everyone imagines where you're doing something like this. That's a static stretch, you know. This right here where I'm trying to like let's say I want the range of motion to touch this wall, so I'll just keep like throwing it back, something like that. But that's dynamic stretches. Someone says if you have it sub or no pay risk. Oh, if you have it sub or no pay risk of long term injury, what do you mean by that? A lot of ego can be connected to getting the bag and not competing for the sport. I think. Oh, I kind of get what you're saying. I think that there's a lot of ego. You know, everyone always says the root of all evil is money. I don't think money is the root of all evil. I think being broke is the root of all evil. So if these jujitsu guys know that they have a chance of getting paid properly and handsomely, you know, they would and they wouldn't. I think their ego would be down a little bit. Now you have a place to get paid. It's kind of like basketball players. You know, basketball players get paid handsomely, and now they get to play for the love of the game. So for jujitsu, what I would do in my organization, I would emphasize submissions, and then also it'll be a submission rate. So I would have open tournaments before we get to the main tournament where people have to have a certain submission rate. So like, for example, for me, if you was to look at my stats, I think I have a 99% submission rate. Like in competition, I have a 99% submission rate. That means if the 1% that I didn't submit, they basically escaped from me. So, and I've seen people, if I look at their stats and I see they won more points than submissions, I know this guy's a staller. So that's how I would do it at, 99% submission rate. Everybody I go against, I usually beat people. I usually submit them every single time. And I have 1 point win on my record. 1 point win. Like 1 point. Where I didn't want to break the guy's shoulder in front of his mom, so I spared him. I don't even know. I have that video. What, do I have that video? That was years ago. Like years ago. Years ago. And I've only been submitted in competition. Like, I can count on one hand how many times I've been submitted in competition thus far. It's when my very first competition I got submitted. Very, very first competition. I got submitted twice. And then like the next competition I got submitted again. So that was three. Damn, has it I guess 4 times I've been submitted in my competition streak. I feel like there's a fifth one, but 4 times. Yeah, I got submitted 4 times in competition. No, five. Five. I just remembered five. Yep, five. 5 times. And they were all like in the early well, the last one was recent. It was recent. It was well no. It was this year. It was this guy. So I watched him too the entire time. I always get submitted in the absolute division, by the way. I don't think I've ever been submitted in my division. It's when I'm going against bigger opponents is when I get submitted. Because people don't know, but in the way when you see me go against these freak opponents, right? What people don't know is I had 4 other matches before that big dude. I'd never go against open weight division against guys when I'm fully when I have full of energy. I would have went through my bracket first and I would have ran through everybody, and then I go against like this dude who has like 50 pounds on me, and then that's how I would either lose by points. I don't promote point wins and losses, so I have lost many times by points. That's because I'm trying to go get the submission, but I don't promote that because I do not like decision wins by jiu-jitsu. It's boring, but like submissions is all I care about. Let me read what you guys say. You said, what position do you like to transition the most for a submission? Honestly, I believe everyone has a submission weakness. So like if I'm going like, for example, I'm just take some names. So SB, let's say if I'm going against you, right? And then we have Ruben. Ruben say hello, Ruben. Let's say for you, maybe you are not really good at defending guillotines, but maybe Ruben is good at defending guillotines. So I need to figure out what he's not good at defending. It's like a puzzle. That's why I tell everybody you need to be good at all 6 families of submissions. You must be good at them because when you are going against someone, you need to figure out what's their submission weakness. I have one too. I have a submission weakness and I've been working on it. This is why you guys have never seen me post a video of me losing because it's really all those submissions, hold on. Yeah, all of those submissions were variations of one of the families. And until I figure out how to properly defend it and counter it, you will never see it pop up. That's why I never everyone's like, "Have you ever lost?" I'm like, "Yeah, I lost. I'm just not showing you because I'm an active competitor and I don't want my competition looking at you said I can't see it because yeah, it's honestly all the times I've gotten caught was I didn't see it coming. That's why. Every single time that I have gotten caught, I didn't see it coming. Like I'll be sitting there, like I'll tell you one submission I got caught from one guy. It was recent, and I was laughing about that because I literally didn't see it coming. I took him down, and then I was like, he's the reason why I started studying guard passing. But he did this weird ass thing where he rolled in like a ball and his back was exposed. So I was just chilling. Like I felt him fiddling with something, but I was just like, I said, okay, I'm gonna take his back and I'm gonna choke the fuck out of him. I was planning on cranking his face. And then all of a sudden I felt my foot starting to hurt. He had a toe hold. It was a weird toe hold. Like I've never like it was like like a toe hold. You kind of grab it like a Kimura. He kind of did something like this, and I remember I was like, oh, what? I was like, what the fuck is that? I was like, wait, and then I hurried up and tapped. And then me and him was laughing about it. I said, what the fuck was that? He was like, oh, it's this little Craig Jones toe hold or some shit. I was like, I've never seen that before. But ever since he showed me that, I would never get caught with that shit again. You said from turtle position? No, I took him down. And he was like he got his butterfly hooks in, but the way he inverted was the weirdest shit ever. Like I don't know how this man did that shit, but I was just like, it was interesting because I tried to jump. I allowed him to. I think that's where I fucked up at. I allowed him to carry me because I was gonna take his back. Like I was gonna that's what I was planning on doing, and I didn't defend what he was doing because I felt him going for my foot, but I didn't think he had it because I knew the grip that he needed to do. But instead of doing like a grip like this, he did a grip like this, and I've never seen that before. So a lot of anytime I get caught, I didn't understand what it was, but and he had some pounds on me too. That's how he was able to just lift me up. It was in the absolute division. He had some pounds on me, so I'm gonna run into him again though, and I'm gonna put him in the blender. I ain't gonna let him do that again because I was just chilling. That's why I was laughing. I was like, got too cocky. Jiu-Jitsu, man, I got too cocky. All right, more time. So this girl says, sorry. Do you anyone has? Let me see. Someone says facts. The R war. You don't want to. You want to avoid revealing your weaknesses. Exactly. Before I go to Muay Thai, any more Jiu-Jitsu questions? I mean, you guys can still answer questions or ask, but drop us a freestyle. No, this is my martial arts page, so we're not talking. We'll talk about music later. Anyways, let's go to Muay Thai. Some girl said on Threads, she said, any ladies who are into Muay Thai, can you share the reason you're into it? Or how about MMA, Jiu-Jitsu, boxing, So let me see what this girl said. I kind of briefly brought this up because I remember yesterday, or was it last stream? Not sure. I said I believe that there's more Muay Thai women than Jiu-Jitsu women. And I don't know. I want to talk about. I see we got 56 people in it. Is it just me? Do you guys practice Muay Thai? Like, like for some reason, kickboxing. Women love punching things and kicking things more than choking. Let me see. Let me see if I can. So one girl said she wanted to try it 6 years ago. If you ever train Muay Thai, you'll know you can never just do one session. The coaches, the community, the challenges it presents, and there's nothing more rewarding than learning a new skill and pushing yourself to your limits. But that's interesting to me. Like, why do women choose Muay Thai? I'm so interested in that. Like, ever since I've been training Muay Thai, I just see nothing but baddies, bro. Just nothing but baddies. I'm like, yo, like it's an influx of baddies. Like when you train jujitsu, there's a lot more men, but when you train like kickboxing, oh my god, like, like, woo, I don't know, man. I don't know. CrossFit girls are hot. I like girls that look like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with no shell. Oh my god. There was this one girl. She said she was trying to be built like Mewtwo, and she had these like big old the Pokemon. If anyone doesn't know who Mewtwo is, I don't know what they're showing in Pokemon now, but home chick looked like she was built like Mewtwo. Like one girl wanted to look like Cammy from I think what isn't Cammy Capcom? Where's Cammy from? Street Fighter. And girls are hot. Muay Thai girls are hot, dude. Kickboxer girls, they're hot. So if you are coming into martial arts for hot chicks, go to kickboxing. Problem is though, they're gonna whoop your ass. They're gonna whoop your ass. So, um, it depends on what type of kink you got. You want to get punched in the face by a hot chick, or when you do run into a hot chick in jiu-jitsu, do you want to get like sweated on and choked out, manhandled? There's a video of me. It's a recent video. I think some of you guys probably watched it, where this girl caught me in like a reverse triangle, and like my whole head was like in her crotch and everything. I knew that was gonna go viral. I told her, I said that's gonna go viral. She was like, post it. I was like, all right. I was like, it looks bad. She was just laughing about it. Now that's one thing though. I will say, jujitsu girls are creepy. For me, it's in a great way. I love it. Jiu-Jitsu girls are creepy, but uh, bruh, men fighting women so corny. I guess. What's that ish on your face? What are you talking about? Like right here? Those are fight marks, baby. Why is a girl with a mouth guard so hot? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's I feel like martial art women, however. Now I did say this, since I got you guys in here. Is it me or are the Taekwondo girls? I said this last live. Aren't they the hoes of martial arts? Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Because every time I go online, I see a Taekwondo chick with her coochie out doing a full like bow and arrow stretch. They worse than the yoga chicks, bro. I'm just saying. Okay, by the way, y'all need to know Smitty sometimes have ignorant takes. That's the ignorant Smitty. I could be philosophical with you guys, and I could just be plain stupid. This is a plain stupid Smitty take, by the way. But ain't the Taekwondo's girls like the hoes of martial arts? Is it just me? Is it just me? It can't just be me. It can't just be me. Like if I was addicted to pornography and martial arts specifically, I would just go on Instagram, type up Taekwondo chicks. You're welcome. Taekwondo girls. Like, I swear to God. Taekwondo girls. Not the Muay Thai girls. So it's weird. Okay, so like Jiu-Jitsu girls are sadistic. Like if you find yourself a Jiu-Jitsu girl, she's probably like one that works with you. She's really down to earth, or she's really crazy. She has some type of weird kink, but she Muay Thai girls are very reserved, to themselves. If they fuck with you, they fuck with you. You get what I'm saying? And they're really loyal, right? And then you have like Taekwondo chicks. I haven't tried a Taekwondo chick yet, but yeah, like I have tried karate chicks before. So does that count? I guess. And then who else? We have kung fu chicks. I haven't ran to that yet. I have practiced kung fu chicks, but um, yeah, that's I don't know kung fu. You said BJJ BBB Corn Hub, yeah. Any type of jiu-jitsu chick. I've seen some jiu-jitsu chicks, bro. There's a link to jiu-jitsu and OnlyFans. I'm just saying. Just go look it up. Go look it up. Jiu-jitsu chicks. Go to your favorite jiu-jitsu chick and just look around. I bet you might see an OnlyFans link. Or they might have did. Jiu-jitsu girls sell their feet a lot too. Pro tip. I'm telling you guys all the secrets that I as the guy who's like who's cool with a lot of these chicks. Like I'm just giving you guys game that I've seen. I probably sound like a super creep to somebody, but like nah, like that's why I like jujitsu girls. Cause if some jujitsu girls heard this conversation, they would be giggling. I don't know about the other martial art chicks, but I've hung around enough jujitsu girls where they would probably get worse with it, you know. But anyways, we're gonna talk about some athletic training. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro, man. I'm telling you, jujitsu chicks, man. I love jujitsu chicks. It's hard, but it's not a lot of them though. But all right, Smith, ignorant Smitty has now left the chat. I'm done. I'm done sexualizing women with my male gaze. Let me go back being professional before someone clips this up and be like, Smitty'Wit is a misogynist. I'm like, I love women. What are you talking about? Misogyny is the hatred of women. I love women. What are you talking about? The dislike and mistrust of women. That's what misogyny means. Oh, I love women. I don't mistrust them. Do I? Anyways, athletic training. Next topic. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Next topic. This one's pretty good. It might be boring to some of you guys, but let me see. Do I want to read all of this? Basically, this guy talks about water. And as you guys know, I always bring up water. I'm like, hydrate, 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 hydrate. So let me read this. I should have had my water. By the way, drink a gallon of water or a cup of water at least. All right, let's read this. So it was a girl. Her name is, don't worry about it. Just some random girl on threads. She said, you'll never get hydrated just by drinking water alone. She said, the hydration myth. Water without electrolytes isn't enough for optimal health. Here's why. Your body loses more than just H2O when you sweat. You're shedding crucial electrolytes, the unsung heroes of hydration. You need them to live. Electrolytes aren't just a buzzword. They're essential for pH balance, tissue repair, nerve function, and muscle contraction. The key players are sodium, potassium, magnesium, and calcium. Without these, your cells can't properly absorb water. I didn't know this. I screenshot this and I'm just like letting you guys know. The truth is not all electrolyte drinks are created equal. Most are just sugar water with a lot of salt. Not much else. Both in excesses will dehydrate you. Your body needs a precise balance of multiple electrolytes. Don't fall for marketing hype. They don't care about balance. All popular hydration products have a problem. Look at the ingredients list. Salt, sugar, artificial color, and a flavor made in the lab. Okay, that's true. No vitamins, no balanced electrolytes, no science. You might as well quench your thirst with soda, counterproductive. You need balanced electrolyte ratio, essential vitamins, 12 to 16 per serving, just 3 to 4 grams of organic sugar for optimal absorption, and blah, 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 blah. Let me see, what else? And she goes more and more on into, and I'm going to stop right there because I wanted to talk about that. I was talking about hydration yesterday, and I was I tell you guys, I use Chat GPT a lot when we get to AI, the AI section of the live. We'll talk about that. But the Chat GPT told me something interesting when I was in the sauna. um, the Chat GPT was talking about the sauna, how I need to, like, water is not enough, and it blew my mind. I was like, wait, what? Water is not enough? I knew it wasn't enough, but so when you lose a lot of sweat and you are craving chips, for example, that's your body trying to tell you that it's in need of salt. I don't think your body needs sugar though. Well, of course you need sugar, but I've learned that if you are ever trying to lose weight, take out the sugar. For anybody out there who is trying to like figure out a diet, take out sugar. Trust me, you will lose probably 5 to 10 pounds of fat just taking out sugar. You know, that's what happens to me all the time. If I have a match coming up or something, I just take out the sugar straight up, boom, like, and I lose a lot of stuff and a lot of weight. So you'd be shocked. Like right now, I'm even drinking a lot of sugar. You see what I'm saying? I am a sugar fiend, by the way. You gotta count calories. Yeah, you do have to count calories. I think you'd be surprised. Like I think, let me see. This has 230 calories. You'd be surprised how much stuff that's not water holds calories. You know, always remember, guys, that you want food, but your body wants water. So when you're eating, imagine like, have you seen those like movies when someone's like eating a feast and like there's like a poor child just watching them eat the feast and they're hungry too? That's you and your body. If you are eating food and you're not giving your body at least a cup of water during your food, like it's literally like eating in front of a poor child. You think you're okay, you're not. You're not. Your body requires water. So I wanted to talk about that. Um, I used to drink monsters all the time. I know I have a Red Bull monster problem, dude. I'm addicted to this stuff, but you guys get to see my addiction. That's my addiction. I don't like I drink and I smoke, but if I was to die by something, it's gonna be these damn energy drinks. What's the side effects of energy drinks? For those who don't know, it speeds up your heart. So especially if you're like overweight or something, that's not good to have. Energy drinks, no. But that's athletic training. So we're gonna get to the main topic of today, which is you miss all of the shots you don't take. Okay, you can make money, change, or a difference if you're too. No, you. That's really bad. You can't make money, change, or a difference if you're too scared to make a move. Believe in yourself because only you can stop you. Oh, someone just said, "What's this stream about?" That's what this stream is about. That's the topic of the day. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. That's what the stream is about. That's the lesson of the day, the topic of the day that I want to talk about. I feel that that's one thing about me. Like I would see, for example, martial artists or people who want to get into martial arts. They want to get into martial arts and they are too afraid. They're like, oh, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna just get ready. Like, no, bro, just go walk in, go find out. I think that's in life and everything. Anything you do, that's a hustler's mentality. You need to just jump in the water. If you stand by the pool, dipping your big toe, it's always gonna be too cold. So, or it might always be too hot. You get what I'm saying? So you gotta just jump in. That is the main topic I want to talk about. Like, it's not just like you carry that attitude with you in everything. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can carry that attitude if you maybe a girl you say, well. I don't really, in today's climate, I don't really suggest that you try to go talk to a girl. Well, you can. Let me explain how I get down. So what I do, I walk around and I just give myself. I've learned that if you just talk for the practice of being social, like getting at a girl just to be social is one thing, but just getting at her just to get at her, your ego might take a hit. So it's a difference. It's a difference. It's a difference. If you're talking to everyone to practice to be social, when you go talk to like a random chick, if she doesn't talk back to you or she rejects you, that's fine. You wasn't getting at her. You was practicing. But if you went to go talk to her and she rejects you. Rejection hurts. Women don't understand that. Rejection hurts. So, mental hack is, practice being social with everybody. So, if I walk into a room and I see a pretty girl, I have a rule that as long as we stay in this room for the same hour, at some point I'm gonna talk to her naturally. And it's always worked for me. Somehow, some way, we might get next to each other, and I'm gonna just say something stupid. One thing I've learned women like is when you say some absurd shit. Look up the philosophy absurdism, where like that's one thing I like to do. I like to touch on absurdism. Women love that shit. Like if you just randomly say something, like if you're talking to a girl and you bring up Diddy, like that's interesting to her. People too, like learn how to catch people's attention. Like just make. I do that with my shorts. If you go watch some of my shorts, when there's one video that I made called Muay Thai Hips Don't Lie, right? Where I'm literally like dancing while sparring. And it pissed a bunch of people off, right? Like it was like some actual fighters. Oh, they were pissed off, but I had some Mexican baddies. It was some like fine OnlyFans chicks, like who don't even watch fighting. Double tapping that. My homie called me up and he was like, "Bro, does do you talk to do you message my girl like memes and stuff?" I was like, "Nah, what's up?" He was like, "Oh man, she like your video of you dancing doing Muay Thai popped up on her feed, and she doesn't like martial arts. She doesn't watch martial arts. Like on her feed's like makeup tips, and I popped up. Women love absurd shit. That's my point. So you miss all the shots you don't take. Practice to be social. Don't practice to, and that's for yourself. That's for yourself. Practice to be social for yourself. That's how if you want to go do something, make it for yourself. Like, okay, I'm going to go jump in that for myself, Like, don't do it because you want to look cool or you're scared to look dumb. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You might look dumb now, but if you stay in it, you're going to look cool later. I look stupid as fuck at first with the Spider-Man suit on. Think about it. I'm a grown-ass man, see, absurd, in a Spider-Man suit. Everyone thinks it's cool now. When I first started, though, they said, what the fuck is he doing in a Spider-Man suit? It was absurd. It was absurd. Don't take yourself serious. Stop taking yourself serious. That's what, I guess maybe that's another, little lesson in the lesson. Yeah. Let me see what you guys said. Perspective is making that microphone look absurdly huge. You damn right. I appreciate this live because I'm not really so sure, bro. You know about absurdism? Yeah. Yes. Absurdism is amazing, man. I will like the stream if you check out my. How can I check it out? I'm on live. I'm not checking out nothing. I'll check it out another time. Actually, I probably won't. I'm sorry, man. I'm going to forget the moment I end this live that I was supposed to check that out. You're awesome. Stay awesome. Be awesome. I'm a white belt with a stripe. I've been doing Jiu-Jitsu for 7 months, or I'm assuming Jiu-Jitsu for 7 months. Enjoy watching you. I appreciate you. Thank you, Narco Crew. Thank you. And speaking of, doing things for yourself, we're going to go into, the next topic. Let me do this so I can know to put the thing down. Manosphere stuff about the 7 things in life that you need in order, and I wrote this down. I like this a lot. Let me see. So your physical environment, that's number 1 that you need to obtain order in. Just look around your house right now. Is it dirty? Us dirty cavemen, that's one thing that you need in order. Do it for yourself. You get what I'm saying? Your relationships. Don't invest too much time in unprofitable relationships. This is me talking to men specifically. Your finances. I think, is your money working for you or are you working for your money? That's number 3. The use of your time. Review what you put into. See your time as the most precious resource. I think that's so true. Us talking to each other, we're bantering, we're learning, we're entertaining. It's good for our mental health. We are doing our time wisely. Number 5, your prayer life. I know some of you guys might not believe in God. That's fine. That's totally fine. I honestly believe that everyone's spiritual journey is for themselves. If you don't believe in God, that's perfectly fine. Some people believe in the universe, right? But you can meditate. And I think like you need to have a higher source of power that you lean into. Meditation, crystals, whatever. You know, you gotta have something to lean on to when all else fails, I would say. Number 6, your study time. Are you learning, studying during your free time? I feel like this is kind of informational, so I feel like we're doing that. And your future plans. Do you have a plan for your life? And those are the 7. So we'll recap: physical environment, relationships, finances, use of time, your meditation or prayer life. Number 6, study time, and number 7, your future plans. I like number 6, study, like your study. Like one thing about me, I'm a huge nerd. I like to study heavily. I study heavily, you know. Um, I think that right there, I live by that. Let me read what you guys have said. Let me see. Y'all don't have 2 accounts. This is one account. This is one account. What do you mean, y'all? You said worship the devil. If you want to worship the devil, worship the devil. That's on you. If that makes your soul feel good, worship Satan. I ain't gonna stop you. That's your personal journey. When you are by yourself and you are confused at night and you want to worshiping Satan, if that makes you feel good, then go ahead. But that's not who I worship. But do you? You get what I'm saying? It's not me to judge. I'm not God. You get what I'm saying? So do what you gotta do. What belt are you in Jiu-Jitsu? I am a purple belt. I'm a purple belt. I'm working on being more social. It's gonna be hard as hell though. Honestly, if you want to work on being more social, just start small. Start small. You know, like I there was this thing I called I think it's called passively being social. Like passively being social. Where I believe that, let's say like go to the gym, for example. Maybe you don't talk to nobody, but the fact that you brought your physical body into the gym, you're socializing. You know, maybe like just being in social settings is a start. You know, I call it passive socialization. So you know, you said we can't hear you. Really? Um, Someone hears me though. So how long have you been gay? I think right now, I didn't know. There's no closet for me to come out, but I guess right now, how long did it take you to get the purple belt? 5 years. It took me 5 years. Yeah, it took me 5 years. And let me see what else we got. Cool. We're gonna go to the next one. All right. Mm. We back. Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Someone said sorry, but you're not a real purple belt. With all due respect, it takes more years to be active. Okay. We're back. All right, cool. We back. We back. We back. All right. So we're gonna go to the next one. It says this is part of the still the part of Manosphere dating. This girl on Threads said, if a guy blocks you, restricts you, or unfollows you, girl, you won. That's what she said. And I wanted to tell anybody who hears this, including women, if you hear this, if you block someone, you restrict someone, or unfollow them, and that other person feels that they won, let them win. Protect your peace. Protect your peace. Protect your peace. There's weird people out here who who feels that if you block them, they won. You shouldn't be with that person. You shouldn't be communicating with that person. Protect your peace. There was another one on Threads I seen. He said, your girlfriend shouldn't be talking to her exes, any man who likes her, any man who liked her, and any guy she used to like. This is not being controlling. It's called having boundaries. What do I agree with? I agree with some of this. I don't think a girl should be talking to her exes. Any man who likes her, I don't think she can control that. You know, or maybe this guy might be talking about messages like private, like DMs. Like, okay, no, you shouldn't be messaging any guy who likes you unless it's business, like hard business. Any man who liked her, that's a stretch. That's a stretch. That's controlling to me. Any guy she used to like, well, if you know she liked the guy, that means she was being communicative with you. So, me personally, I don't see a problem with that. But I do believe men should have boundaries. I do believe men should have boundaries. So someone said you look like you take a bath with pickle juice. Maybe. I don't take baths. I take showers. What do you think about vapes? Me honestly, like I don't like none of that. Like weed is cool, but like vapes, all that's nah, bro. That like anything when I hear something messes with your brain, I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan. I've trained in Florida, Jiu-Jitsu. He was in the UFC in the beginning. His name is okay. Mr. Video Game Madness. I think respectfully and disrespectfully, I think you care that I care about your credentials of whether I should be a purple belt or not. I honestly don't care. I really honestly don't care. I don't give a damn. I don't care about your credentials. I honestly have proved myself enough because when I was a blue belt, everybody was calling me a sandbagger. Everybody was crying about me running through all the blue belts, and now you're like, I don't think it's enough time. I don't give a fuck. Like if it was left up to me, I would still be a blue belt running through blue belts. But no, everyone forced me to be a purple belt, and some people feel like I should be a brown belt. So you know, don't care. Anyways, next topic. Next topic. Sincere. Good evening. Good evening. Selena Gomez or Kylie Jenner? I will. Well, Selena Gomez was naturally pretty. I think I'd go with Selena Gomez. Kylie Jenner, basically, she bought her face. Be humble, arrogant can be the worst loss. I'm glad you said that. I want to reveal something to you guys. I believe when people try to say be humble, I believe that that's the tool of the insecure. When people try to, this is a good example. I want you guys to see this. When people try to belittle your confidence because you're confident within yourself, they tell you to be humble. They're like, oh, be humble. What do you mean be humble? That I'm secure in myself? I believe when people say be humble, that's the tool of the insecure. Now I do believe like, this is good. Wagner Rocha. If someone, if you guys don't know what's going on, you should go check it out now. Wagner Rocha is a jiu-jitsu legend, black belt. He just had, it's a plane going by. I don't know if this connection is going to drop, but whatever. I'm going to tell you guys the story of Wagner Rocha. It's on his Instagram right now. There was this young kid. He started bad mouthing Wagner Rocha, the legend. And he was calling out Wagner Rocha's son. It was crazy. Like just shit talking. It was bad. So Wagner Rocha ended up having a match with him. This was recent as hell too. And Wagner Rocha, like, I'm talking, it was an ass whooping. The way Wagner Rocha's older, and this kid is probably like in his 20s, young 20s or something, early 20s. And it was just a sight to see. That is a humbling. Like, you blatantly coming out disrespecting people and not minding your business. That was a humbling. That was an ass whooping. But your definition of humbling, being humble, to me is not an actual because think about it, you're coming on my live trying to tell me you're not minding your business. This is something we're going to get into with the reality check when I talk about self-defense. You're not minding your business. You got to mind your business. Worry about yourself. If I'm not a proper purple belt, that means when I go compete, I will be exposed. Is that true? Exactly. So mind your business. That's that. Respectfully, mind your business. Anyways, reality check. Someone said I can believe I can fly. Yeah. So this one, I speaking of some people were interested if I was gay. This one made me laugh right here. This was funny as hell. Speaking of gay, Man who defecated on the pride flag in Atlanta charged with a hate crime. I was just scrolling through and I seen this right here and I just laughed out loud. Um, he shitted on the pride flag and he's being charged with a hate crime. So if you shit on the pride flag, if you shit on the pride flag, you will be charged with a hate crime in Atlanta. Amazing. I didn't know that. Well, you could burn the American flag, but you can't shit on the pride flag. Go America. I just wanted to bring that up. That was funny as hell to me. What else? And speaking of defecation, I seen this one. Smash and grab suspects leave ATM inside Van Nuys Market after attempting to steal machine. So there was two suspects in California who tried to steal an ATM machine and they failed. And this happened yesterday. I wanted to talk about that, about these smash and grabs. I remember I read this, and I feel like there needs to be a harsher punishment for people who are trying to, because it's been a wave going on in California of people trying to steal from 7-Elevens or just all these. And it's crazy because people are saying it's black people doing it, but I believe this is all races. It looks like these are young kids who have figured out that if they rush into a store, like they've done it to Dior and they've been doing it to 7-Elevens, if they rush in a store and just start stealing shit, no one can stop them. And when I was reading that, I came across 7-Eleven owners back Prop 36 with 1 million check following wave of robberies. So Prop 36, and I believe this is good for anybody that wants to be a criminal to know. In California, pretty soon they are trying to right now pass a law that if you do a smash and grab robbery with multiple people, it's not going to be a misdemeanor anymore. That's going to be a felony. That's what they're going for right now. And I agree with that because honestly, I was like by my Muay Thai gym, um, there was this 7-Eleven, nice 7-Eleven. I mean, it kind of stunk sometimes, but the girls in there was pretty. And I would be able to go get a bunch of food and stuff out of there. And it was just like a month ago, I walked in and 7-Eleven just completely closed down. And like the store is closed now. And now like that community in that city doesn't have a 7-Eleven anymore. So you have a bunch of kids running around doing these smash and grabs, destroying these stores, and it ruins everything for the community. So I believe if you are in a group doing that, that should be a felony. I personally believe that. Was someone said you be at them Diddy parties? I'm gonna actually cover the Diddy trial now. I'm gonna do that just because it's like a running joke with Diddy, and I find it really funny. Whoever said the Diddy disciple killed me. I've been talking about that for like 3 lives. It's like my 3rd live bringing that up. Best joke ever. Just remember, I didn't call him any names. I mean, you don't have to defend me, Ghost. I don't. I've said my piece about that. Because it's kind of like damn if you do, damn if you don't when it comes to jiu-jitsu. I believe jiu-jitsu has a hate community. It's like this superiority complex where people like, ooh, I need to talk about that. I might write that down. Where there's this weird complex with belts. I think people are way too invested in what belt someone is and not what's the skill set of someone. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't, like, I've seen people who were blue belts for 10 years and they would mop the floor with some of these would be black belts who just stuck around long enough. I believe a lot of jiu-jitsu belts, and I think I said that earlier, of how jiu-jitsu is getting watered down. I think there's way too many people coming in, and there's a lot of weekend warriors who's just sticking around. They're sticking around longer than the actual fighters. So these weekend warriors are becoming black belts, right? And we don't have enough people that's actually competing in the game. That's what happened to karate, and that's what that I believe that's going to happen to jiu-jitsu. We don't have enough people competing. We have a lot of people that are just about the theory. Oh, by the way, if you wonder what's in my hand, this right here is how I stop my cauliflower ear. It's a magnet. I'm just playing with it right now. But like, by the way, random. I just wanted to point that out. Next, let me see. Sorry, there's only one God. I don't consider myself nowhere near that. Nah. I don't play with God. I don't play with that. That's why I leave people alone when it comes to God. I don't play with God. I leave that shit alone. The last thing I want to do is piss off the creator of the universe. Shit. You feel me? Um, I just want to say you are an inspiration, just incredible. From Spain, I've started to box recently and curious about your discipline. I do Jiu-Jitsu. I'm a purple belt in Jiu-Jitsu. I have done boxing for 2 years, like just like pure boxing. I've done some MMA. I'm on my 5th month of Muay Thai. I've been training for like 6 days in Muay Thai a week. Today was the first day since these 6 months that I didn't train for my 6th day. I needed some rest. I've trained Wing Chun. I've trained karate, specifically Kaiju Kimbo. Um, and I compete heavily in Jiu-Jitsu. So, yeah, fun stuff. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. Um, okay. We're gonna continue. So we're in the creative break mode. Now we're in the poetry, art, and the music. Let's talk about. I posted this today in the community post. This is a poem that I made. I said, "Without pain, you'll never gain. You can't make progress without effort, and there's always going to be bumps in the road. From my experience, nothing ever goes according to plan, but you can get damn close in execution, step by step." Smitty'Wit. This is what I was talking like to you, Ghost. For example, when you was like, "Oh, I want to be more social. I want to practice on being social." Right? I believe anything that you want to do that requires that's really beneficial in your life hurts. Anything that you want to do that's gonna anything. If you want to be like president of the United States or something, or whatever, wherever country you're in, it's gonna hurt to get there. If you want to be super on swole, it's gonna hurt to get there. You get what I'm saying? So understand, step by step. Every day I personally wake up, I'm thinking in my mind, okay, let me like I think it's steps. Okay, did I drop a highlight video? Did I go on live? So right now I'm on live. Did I do that? Everything is in steps. I take every day step by step. I try to live my life to its last moment each day. So like if today was my last day, at least I got to go on live and let my followers know how appreciative I am of them. You get what I'm saying? So what if this was my last live, I would be happy this is my last live. So take your day step by step, live your life to the fullest. Don't look ahead, look step by step, brick by brick, brick by brick. Yeah. So I want to say that. As far as art, I think I wanted to talk about the connection of art and the brain. I don't. I was supposed to find an article about that. I kind of found something about AI with art in the brain, but this is what I wanted to talk about today. Oh, what I can talk about though is the time that I went to a concert. And yes, I went to a concert. The reason why I have this is I got on shrooms, right? The mushrooms. And I was chilling with this chick in Texas, went to a concert, was on shrooms. It was like an EDM concert. It was so good. And it was my first time taking shrooms. And I saw this right here. This is what I saw. So I draw a lot. I need to show you guys my art, but I draw a lot. And I have like an idea called smiling skulls. This is what it's called, but this is what it looked like. It was this part right here. The forehead was kind of like not there, and the brain kind of was like a mushroom, But this is what I saw, you know. Toby Obito, yeah, that's how you know anime fan. But yeah, so have like that on the shirt, like something like this, smiling skulls, like that'd be so dope. But Um, yeah. Well, I plan on showing my art. I want to create merchandise like rash guards and stuff, and I also want to create original music. This is why every day I practice my art. Every day I practice my poetry. Every day I practice my guitar. Like I didn't practice today. I was asleep all day, and then I jumped on live immediately to talk to you guys. But um, there's a connection, man, to martial arts and just art, poetry, art, music. You get what I'm saying? So I want to talk about that. And there's nothing I have to say about music today. So we'll go into nerd culture now. So let me do this so I can know nerd culture. So this is random. We're gonna talk about some anime. Does anyone have anything to say? Like your sweatshirt? Yes, please show your art. I will show my art. Um, yeah. Okay. So anime. Um, I I don't really have nothing to talk about, but I just screenshot this because I wanted to just let it be known. So it says reasons why Himiko from My Hero Academia is the best villain, and they were talking about Himiko. I don't know if you guys don't know who Himiko is. I don't know if you can see her. That chick from My Hero Academia. They say that she is one. They it's basically a whole article explaining why she's the best villain. I don't personally believe that, but the reason why I said in a couple of lives ago that I love the crazy anime chicks, so I just thought she's hot. That it caught my attention. So that's why she's on the front cover of this whole live stream. I just like crazy anime chicks. That's Smitty's kink. You say is she trans? I don't know. Shit, if she's trans, she's a hot trans. I don't know, but the point is, I love crazy anime chicks. That's my point. Like, that's my point right there. And then, anybody got anything to say about anime? Oh my god, you're so awesome. You play music, draw. You have a skull instead of time to watch anime. Yeah, bro. Like, I love anime, dude. Anime, like, I love Japanese culture specifically. It's so inspiring and stuff like that. And I wanna create my own stories and stuff. I have a bunch of stories actually, um, like horror stories that I probably should put that as another section. But I have horror stories. Like my favorite horror story that I created was I called it The People, and I want to draw it. Like so, basically, the way the story goes is if you stare into the dark too long, you'll see people, and if they know, they will come. That's the premise of it. Where basically, it's like these people that are in like a shadow realm or something like that, right? But they look like shadows, and they want to get back in the living, in the land of the living. But the problem is, no one can see them. But once you have knowledge that they exist, they know that you know that they exist. So because there's thousands of people who's died, they actually end up ripping you apart. Really, really dope. And then there's like some mastermind trying to like do some shit. It's really fun. But the premise is scary though. It's really creepy. What other stuff I've created? There's oh man, there's so many. It's the designs. I want the designs. The people that is not gonna be a good design. But like I want to make cool designs so those could be rash guards for my stories and stuff like that, like sci-fi and stuff. But just wanted to throw that out. I'm gonna rewatch the live, bro. I miss what you said. I will see what you said. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I be yapping away, bro. I be yapping. That's why I structured the lives where I could yap and stay on topic at the same time. Asians could keep me in their basement, bro. Asian women, they're so hot to me. Asian women, dude. I love Asian women. I love all races. Let me say that because every time like a black man says something, I don't want to go into the race thing, but they're like, oh my god, you don't like black women, or oh my god, like I like white girls. I've had everything, damn it, but like Asians, man, oh my god, that's the only girls that could really run game on me. If an Asian girl came and she's semi pretty, like my standards go like love me some Asian women. White girls is cool too, but I be dogging out white girls. That sounds so bad, but they let me. They let me. They as a black man, because I know Asian women let white men do it, but there's certain races that let other races just do whatever to them, and white women, they kind of let me black men do whatever to them. So that got really dark. Anyways, let's go into gaming. Let's go into some gaming. Let's go into gaming. Well, yeah, people are sensitive, but this is the realest thing you can get from me. Like I want you guys to know sometimes I get ignorant. My ignorant Smitty takes, as I call it, where I say something that I'm one of those homies that just will say something. You'll be like, bro, why you say that? You shouldn't have said that. I'm like, I stand on it. So, whatever. Anyways, gaming. So Skyrim. Anybody like Skyrim? Skyrim. Elder Scrolls. Is that 5? I think Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. The lead designer says Bethesda can't switch engines because the current one is perfectly tuned to make the studio's RPG. So why are you gay? I'm sorry, that I know someone's probably listening, and that's just someone commented that, and yeah, I'm sorry. Anyways, but the lead the point of me bringing up Skyrim is I feel like I don't know if any of you guys are actual RPG fans. I'm a big RPG fan. Skyrim was really really huge at its time when it came out, and I've been waiting for. I think I forgot what was the next one they were gonna do. It's been so long. It's been so long, and I don't think it's gonna come out good. When he said that they're not gonna switch engines, that lets me know that it's probably gonna look outdated. You trying to complete Cyberpunk right now? Never got to play it, man. Never got to play it. Diablo. This current generation of video games, I didn't get a chance to play. I grew up in I got to play PlayStation 1 era, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4. PlayStation 5 came out, it was hard to get. I couldn't get it. So yeah, I missed out on a whole era of video games. But then, that's why I even brought this up. I feel like I've been seeing a lot of video game essays. Like that's one of my biggest things I like to listen to on YouTube. So I'll get off this account and I have another account, like a burner account, and it has nothing but video game essays. And I guess right now the big thing that's going on is there's a lot of woke activity going on in gaming right now. There's like this viral video called "Why Are Video Games So Gay Now?" And that is true. I haven't seen there is a lot of political because I do watch Let's Play videos, and I have not seen a video game up to date that I want to watch a Let's Play on. I haven't seen one. You know, so yeah, you are. Let me stop that right now. Someone says she. I don't know if this is a girl. I'm gonna put you in timeout for 24 hours. There we go. All right. Yeah. What was I saying? What was I saying? Oh yeah, the woke activity going on in video games right now. So I haven't seen anything that I'm really interested in for video games as of late, and yeah, that person right there just threw off my whole thought process. But Skyrim, I think it's not gonna. I think the next one's not gonna be good. And GTA. Speaking of that, I know this is random. Grand Theft Auto. I don't know how good that Grand Theft Auto is gonna be either. I think they have taken way too long to create some of these games, and especially like the way these kids are now when it comes to video gaming, when it comes to the attention spans. These kids don't care about the story in video games anymore. So I'm just looking like, damn. Like I don't know if Grand Theft Auto is gonna be good. I don't know if the next Skyrim is gonna be good. Yeah, yeah. You say I'm 30 now, and I grew up on the same gaming platforms as you, and I still play new games I tried. I'm like Elden Ring. That looked good. There was this one with the monkey. I forgot what that's called. That is something I would have been playing. The last game that I was really invested in was Sekiro. I loved Sekiro. Sekiro is such a great game. But Yeah, I love RPGs. Yo, Unc, you a certified crash out? I am a crash out. I believe all martial arts should have crash out potential. Black Myth Wukong. Yeah, 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 yeah. That looks like the blending of graphics and game, the game mechanics, perfection. From what I've that is probably one of the greatest games I've ever seen thus far. I'm like, wow, I was blown away watching that game. What's crash out? Oh, so if you go online, you'll see abbreviations that says like they're like, oh, this YN is crazy. YN stands for young nigga. That's what it stands for. And the big thing that young black men are doing, teenage black men, is they're doing crash. They're crashing out. Basically means like, let's say, how do you explain crashing out? Where like you flip the fuck out and you just literally crash like it's in the name, crash out. Like imagine you're driving, right, and someone yells at you, right, and then you just say fuck it, right, and you crash into them and you try to kill them or something, kill you guys both. Or maybe like school shooters when they like fuck it and they try to kill everybody. You get what I'm saying? Or um, what else? Like crash out is just when you just say fuck it and you just go off the rails. And I think every martial artist should have that. Like John Jones, you hear John Jones, like no one wants to mess with John Jones, right? Because he will go to jail. That's kind of crash out. Um, I think you need to be dangerous or have potential to be dangerous. That's I believe that. Um, Let me see. Let me read what you guys said. Um, yeah, what's up, brother? Love your content, man. You're very slick. Thank you, MMA Atlas. Thank you, thank you. Um, Someone says neither have I. I think the last games I was really able to get into were the most recent Tomb Raider trilogy ones. Yo, Tomb Raider, bro. I think they're trying to bring back Tomb Raider. They need to leave Tomb Raider dead. Bring back Jack and Dexter. You're a beast, bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No Crayway. An adult, a mid adult temper tantrum, crash out. Nah, like I think like crash out is just you're willing to um who's the biggest crash out in history? Where it's like I'm like if I can't have you, no one can have you. You know how like girls say that where they're willing if the guy breaks up with them, they'll kill that guy. Like like where you are willing to go off the rails in the deep end where there's no point of return. That's crashing out. Oh, someone said something. Someone said something. Oh, it's a lot of comments. I'm sorry. Thank you. Someone said I have a ton of respect for you. Thank you. Um, 23 just started to do Muay Thai. What are some tips you got on how to get your flexibility fast? You should make a vid. Okay, I'm gonna have to make a video for you guys when it comes to flexibility. Everyone keeps asking me about flexibility. I think though you just need to kick more. Like you need to open up your hips. I do believe that. You play video games on PC or console. I've always been a console baby. My little brother, he has a PC, and PC is cool. I never got that deep into gaming like that, but I was always a console baby. Thank you. You have a wonderful night. I enjoy watching you. Inspire me. Bless you, my brother from another mother. Thank you. Take care. Be safe. You still be training people? Right now, I'm not, but eventually I will be. Like in probably like a month or two, I'll be training people again. Goddamn, Smitty'Wit. What's up, man? What's good, man? How you doing? Night, night. Good night. Hopefully, they leave Tomb Raider alone as it is. I don't want. I think they already made Laura Croft look like a man. Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is crash out. Mike Tyson. Everyone knows not to mess with Mike Tyson. He will go to jail if you fuck with him wrong. That's crash out potential. Someone said, "Hey, slave, my nigga, what's good?" Um, Thoughts on Sambo? When Mike Tyson bit Holyfield. Yep. Perfect. When Mike Tyson bit Holyfield's ear off, that was crash out. That's crash out. He's like, fuck it, just bit him. I don't care if I lose this match. Okay, next topic. We are in like that was crazy topic. STEM. We're in the STEM. We're in the STEM. Scientists are developing a tool that can see your consciousness. This right here is what I've been waiting for to be created. This right here is what I've been waiting for to be created. I am a dreamer. I dream heavily. And I would love to see my consciousness. Like what I knew that like the way they described it is exactly how I always thought it would be like. It says scientists are working on creating a tool to help people understand consciousness by tuning into the natural rhythms of the universe. So, according to this very long Indian name that I'm not going to say, consciousness is like music, a harmony of vibrations in everything from the smallest cells to the stars. These vibrations exist at a different frequency, and when things resonate, like pushing a swing at just the right pace, they become stronger. This scientist believes that everything in the universe is connected through these vibrations, which he calls universal consciousness. He and his team have created a device that can detect these resonances in the brain and are building artificial brains to study how consciousness works without human emotions getting in the way. The goal is to help humans align with the natural patterns of the universe, which could lead to a better understanding of how we all fit together in a bigger, harmonious system. Yo, um, I believe if they really want to understand consciousness, it's when people go to sleep. If they create this device, right, and hook it up with an AI, right, and put the device on your head, because I believe one day, like I think it might be in our lifetime too, you will be able to record your dreams. Oh my gosh, I dream heavy. By removing emotions, it's no longer consciousness. It just be a sentence. Well, I what I think, because I remember I told my dad that they were gonna do this, and I said the way to do it is they're gonna have a device where you are able to uh, you use AI to check the brain waves of what's being done, like on your. How do I say this? I know that when we sleep, our brain moves and there's like firing that happens. So if you put a device on our head with the AI technology that we have, especially in 10 years from now, the AI should be able to take all the patterns and create an image. Now, the problem that I think right now that I haven't seen from AI is it would probably be still images at first. I think the big thing is to get AI to make moving movies. So I wonder when we dream, are we seeing still images that are just moving really fast, like film, or are we just seeing a sequential movie? It's really crazy. Yeah, nerd shit, man, nerd shit. Someone say if he ends up linking up with Elon Musk, Skynet. We're honestly it's too late now. Actually, it's so funny. We're gonna talk about something like Skynet esque because we're not done with the STEM. Are you not into dark movies or movies at all? Cause Deus Machina is a little bit dark, but it's an AI movie. I could put that in the rotation. Movies. We could talk about movies too. I'm more of a horror guy. I love mysteries and I'm into horror. I love one of the biggest things that intrigued me the most was it was this. It's not a movie, but it's like a story. It's called No Tomorrows. No More Tomorrows. I think. Does anybody know what that is? Does anybody know what that is? No More Tomorrows. It's the creepiest shit ever. I went like it's on YouTube where a guy is explaining No More Tomorrows, and they end up going against like this creature who thinks it's God, and it changes like the way like it learns how to create and change people's genetic code to create it into the way they want people to be. It's crazy. It was creepy as hell when I went through that. Anyways, let me continue. So next topic, that was the S in the STEM. That was the science. We're gonna go into technology. Scientists developed robotic legs inspired by human muscles. So scientists have developed a robotic leg inspired by human muscles, aiming to make robots move like people. Traditional robots use motors to move, but these new legs uses artificial muscles which behave more like muscles in our bodies. These muscles can adjust themselves to adapt to different surfaces, similar to how human muscles naturally respond to uneven terrain. So this is how they're gonna chase us up the hill when they try to wipe us out. The artificial muscles are made of plastic pouches filled with oil, which contract and expand when electricity is applied, much like how human muscles flex and relax. This allows the robotic legs to move more efficiently, wasting less energy as heat compared to motor-driven robots. It also helps the leg maintain stability when jumping or walking on uneven ground without needing complex sensors. Basically, not to bore you guys, they figured out how to make the damn robot walk better. I just, that's cool. The next one, let me see. Okay, the godfather of AI, who just won a Nobel Prize, he believes machines could overtake the world. There you go. That's your Skynet. He believes the person who created AI, he believes that if we don't prioritize safety, AI could potentially get out of control and pose a serious threat to humanity. I mean, that's obvious, right? That's obvious. But now the guy who created AI, he is he's really scared about AI now. And then the last for the M, the math, some mathematician, I don't know how to say this guy's last name. He broke through a puzzle that could lead to better cybersecurity, better properties, powerful computers, and better for drugs and stuff like that. So that's the STEM topics, and yeah, that's literally all the topics that I got for the day. So if you guys got any questions, I'm about to sit here and I'm gonna answer your questions, and I'm gonna be off in like 5 minutes. So it was a great live. And it was the the average of people that was here, including the likes. It was 51 likes today. So hopefully we can get to 60. Perfect. That's the largest amount of likes I've had in any live. And the last live I did, that was the largest live I've had, but I think we have blown the stats of that last live out the water. So thank you guys. Really deeply appreciate it. If you have any questions, let's just talk now, because I've ran through my entire script of the live. So I see you guys are talking amongst oh, that's what I want to talk about. So if you have, I should have said it in the very beginning, but if you have made it this far and you are not in the live stream, go ahead and like the video right quick, because the stats of like the people that are in the live right now, they have contributed greatly to the live. But if you're watching the live after it's over, you need to help contribute as well, because the stats really matter after the live is over. So just letting you know, if you are watching or listening to this and it's not live, you're watching the recorded version. Appreciate that. Let's see what else anyone has to say. Yeah. I see we're talking about some book. Jesus love you. You seek him. So interesting talking about Jesus. I've never revealed this, but when I study the Bible, I love the Old Testament. I deeply love the Old Testament, and it's really hard for me to believe that a man was God. Like, so I kind of cringe when people say Jesus, but I don't cringe when people say God. But I've learned to accept and listen to all forms of the way people express their love for God. Because to me, there is three versions of God. They say, it's the body, the spirit, the word, and all that stuff. You get what I'm saying? So to me, like, the wrath of God is the one that I've been most fascinated with. Like, if you disrespect God, he comes and he destroys you. Like, to me, that's my God. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's all about respect. You understand? To me, like, that's the way I see God. You look at from start to finish of the Old Testament, like to me, that you can look through that and you know exactly what God messes with and what He doesn't mess with. And I love the Old Testament because every single figure in that book was at war. Every single book. I feel like the modern day church doesn't understand that. Like there is no turning of the cheek, you know? Like these dudes were at war and they had to prove themselves. And as a martial artist, I really resonate when someone says God, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Yeah, exactly. Like God is I know like the way it's supposed to work, I believe, you had God, right? And then you had Jesus, who's supposed to be the Son, and then the Holy Spirit is supposed to be in all of us, where we are able to, and like, like God is in us, we are God. This is how we will be gods when we die. You get what I'm saying? But, you know, I have such a fascination and respect for just God, right? That I don't play with nothing else, you know. When I see people disrespect God, I don't say nothing. I'm like, bro, like man, the beginning of wisdom is fear of the Lord. And when I tell you guys, I deeply fear everything that I've read in that Old Testament. I don't play. I don't play. But I respect everybody. If you don't believe in God, that's perfectly fine. I'm like, cool. Like, you can say F God. I'm like, hey, that's how you feel. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, I went on that long tangent because someone. So when my point of saying that though is I see people come in here and they try to they post these things saying Jesus says repent and this and that, like, and there it's like copy and paste. Um, while I do play with you guys, I do worry for your soul, because do you really mean that? Are you really spreading the word, or are you trying to be funny? You get what I'm saying? Like, and I just worry for your soul. So I don't know. You gotta be careful when you playing with these words, man. There's demons too. There's evil, negative spirits too. When you start commanding the word like that, they're gonna come after you. You get what I'm saying? That's why I don't play with none of that spiritual stuff. Like I don't like I'm not here trying to convince people to worship God. But I'm just saying, when you play like that, you start catching attention because you're like an antenna, you know. You start talking about God. There's some negative spirits, that didn't like God, and now you're trying to spread that word, and I don't know, man. You gotta be careful. That's all I'm saying. What have you studied like for making a living? I'm a big self study person. I went to school actually for game design. I was gonna go to school for game design, but since I was age 16, I sucked at school. I hated school. Like I couldn't focus in class. Like, but if you leave me alone and let me study by myself, I'm very well studied. I study everything. I pay attention to everything. Like I study. I mean, if you went through this whole life, we talked about a range of stuff, you know. But yeah, I study all the time. I believe you should study, man. If you guys, this is a pro tip for some of you guys. If you guys are interested in social dynamics, right? You should always be studying, because that's a new version of yourself that you have just created. You get what I'm saying? So if you are talking to a girl, for example, if you're not studying up on your game, that's an old version of you, and you get stale to this girl. You get what I'm saying? Jiu-Jitsu. If you're not studying up on your game, or martial arts, if you're not studying up, becoming a new version of yourself, you're dying. You get what I'm saying? Like people's gonna catch on. So I believe deeply in studying. Always study. Someone says there is power in the tongue. You damn right. You damn right. That's what I'm, man. Better stop playing with God. Better stop playing with spirits you can't see. I'm telling you guys. I think I just burped in the mic. I'm so sorry, everybody. That's disgusting. I hate that. Yes, always learn from yourself. Yes, you must learn for yourself. Learn. Trust me. How do you feel about doing no nogi? Are you saying how do I feel about doing nogi jiu-jitsu with gi pants on? I mean, nothing really. I don't mind. I don't mind. But I'm a nogi guy. You're gonna go to UFC one day. I want to. Honestly, I feel like at first I was just trying to just do martial arts and just compete, just to compete. But lately, I've been feeling like I've been radiating in this universe, and I feel like I'm destined for something. And I feel like whatever you believe you can be, if you put in the work to be that, you will be that. So hearing a lot of people looking at my skill set, seeing what I do, that lets me know. Like, one thing about me is, if you correct me in something and I see the correction, I take the advice. And I always see people saying like, "Hey, I want to see you do it. Go to the UFC." I'm like, okay, well, if everybody thinks I can go to the UFC, then I'll go to the UFC. That's kind of what happened. How I got so popular on social media. I'm gonna tell you how it happened. There was a girl who came up to me and she was like, "You should be way bigger. Why don't you get on social media?" I told her, I said, "Okay, I'm gonna get famous for you." I swear to God, that's how it happened. I said, "All right, let me get famous for you." And I started posting online, and within a year, um, like, I blew up. Like, and then I seen there's this guy named online named Star Wars Theory, random. And I think there was something going on with him. Some of you guys might follow Star Wars Theory, I don't know, but he was having some beef with another Star Wars YouTuber. I just ran into the page, but he said something like, he said he got 1 million subscribers in a year. I was like, 1 million subscribers? I didn't know that was possible. Now I want to get 1 million subscribers in a year. So I believe in will I do UFC one day? Yeah, because people believe in me. I'll try it, Like, I feel like I could do it. Since you guys say I could do it, I'm like, all right, fuck it, I can do it. I'm gonna go do it. So, that's just me. Like, I honestly, like, highly believe in myself, and I believe you guys should too. I hope I rub off on some of you guys. I hope I do. I hope you look at what I'm doing and steal and copy exactly what I'm doing, and I hope you're successful. I hope you get more successful than me, and then come back to me and give it to me. Teach me something. I believe we can all win. You everybody be trying to tear each other down. Like, bro, we can all win. Trust me, we can all fucking win. Share the wealth. But earn your own wealth. Like, earn it, but give back. I'm gonna have a live stream about that. Give back. I'm gonna have one because I didn't have shit. So I remember there was nights where I was like, damn, I wish I had this. I wish someone made this easier. Now I'm doing it. Fuck that. I'm going to make it easier for somebody. Someone ain't got to think too hard or look too far. I'm going to do it for them. Exactly. Black power, you know, everybody knows the secret now. And that's why some of these martial artists hate me, because they're charging you guys for abysmal prices of things, and I'm giving it away for free, and they hate that. They hate that shit, and they don't understand how I'm getting paid. And this is why I ask you guys. I say, hey, can you like the video? Can you please like the video? Can you please share the video? That's how I get paid. I give you guys the game for free, and your support helps me stay afloat. So that's how I do it. So, every time you like a video, when we're in here and you support me, that helps me out. Every time you share the video, all of you guys' comments. Yeah, we can all win, though. That's all I'm gonna say. We can all win. Cool response to me. Interesting perspective you have. Never heard anyone say it like that. Yeah, man. Yeah. It's because you're a brother for the people. Yeah, man. I try to help everybody out, man. I really believe that. We could all win, man. Trust me. I got you with the super chats in the future. Facts. Yeah, no, it's good. You'll hear me ask for money, but I be joking. But I'm already getting my money. Like, with you guys sitting in here talking to me, chilling. We coming up with better topics, getting closer. That's rich to me. I spent my first I think 2 or 3 years on social media not getting paid. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't getting paid. I was giving the game away for free, not getting paid. Now I'm getting paid, but at first I wasn't. So, I don't know. Not everything is about money, dog. I don't know. I want the fame and the fortune, not just the fortune. You get what I'm saying? I want the love too. But I appreciate if anyone throws super chats. I appreciate it. Trust me, all that stuff helps. I feel like one day we're gonna go from, watch this. I'm gonna predict it, and then I'm gonna say it right here. while we're like this. I said it in another live when I didn't have this microphone, or I was actually if you go back to my live, I think I started off in the car. I think I started. You just go back and look at some of my lives. I was in the car. It was like all over the place. I was just talking, and I was like, "Yeah, it's gonna get better and better. Just do this. Keep supporting." Now we have a nice little microphone. We have a nice little background, And in the future, what's gonna happen is some of these topics that I'm telling you guys about, it'll be able to pop up on the screen. Like you know, I'll be able to show videos. People will be able to send in their sparring footage, and we could critique it together and stuff like that. So when you guys support me, I can give back to you guys. You get what I'm saying? So when you support me, I can support you guys back. I make this more effective and interesting, entertaining for you guys. So yeah, that was my yap session. that was Smitty. That's yapping Smitty. Um, Let me see. There's no need. There's no need to go to the UFC. I mean, your decision. You're good. That's for sure. But it's well. Okay. Let me explain it to you. You guys might hear the ambulance. It's not that I am an entertainer. I'm an entertainer, and I want to live my life to its biggest possibility. So if I have potential, like my potential says go to UFC, and that's gonna make you're getting closer to your best version of yourself. I will go because I want to entertain people. That's why I said, okay, I don't mind doing that, because I'm a warrior. So like, and I believe I could do it, and that'll be fun. Like you wanna know what I was thinking the other day? I think I'm about to get off real soon because I'm overtime now. But I was thinking this the other day. This is so cool to me. Like imagine I have a fight, right? And I'm on live stream with you guys right before the fight. Like I'm in the back room. I would do some shit like that. Like I wouldn't be talking to you guys. I'd probably be locked in warming up or something. But just imagine like an event is going on and I get to show you guys what it looks like. And then of course I'd have to get off and go fight, and then we'll come back and talk about if I won or lost. But do you know how lit that would be? Like imagine you was talking to me and then you look on the screen, I'm coming out. Like, you know, I don't know. That shit is cool to me. That shit's cool to me. So yeah, I'm an entertainer. Before you go, I want to plug my bro Anthony. Check out his books. I'm gonna have to screenshot that. Yeah. Okay, so we do before I go, because I'm way over time now, but I want to answer some last questions. We got like 70 people in here. We got 89 people in here. 56 likes. Can we get 60 likes just for you guys? Like it. Do we have any questions before I bounce? Any questions? Any questions before I get up out of here? This is a great live, by the way. I think this is one of the best lives we had thus far. Any questions? Let's see. I'll give you guys. It's 1:18. I'll give you guys 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And you know me, Smitty likes to yap. So if you ask a thought provoking question, it could turn into 5 extra minutes, 10 minutes. But I'll give you guys 2 minutes. The clock is starting now, so we'll see. Have you studied ninjutsu? I want to. I wanted to study some type of weapons martial art, just for the fun of it. Like not to compete or spar, but I just think like there's this one martial arts studio it's kind of far, but now that I'm getting paid online more, I think I'm gonna go up there. And they teach you all ancient forms of Chinese weapons martial arts. And I would love to learn that and then bring it on social media. I would love to learn that. Have you ever met Joe? I haven't. Joe Star and Anthony Cummins. He has books on historical ninjutsu. I don't mind. I would, but this place that's this place, like they're authentic. So I'm like, and they look like they're about to go out of business too. So I'm like, before you guys go out of business, let me hurry up and get like my black sash and weapons kung fu and but yeah, or I would like to learn like some type of samurai work or something. That's actually why I started getting more into STEM, because I was thinking like if I was at war, what type of killer would I be? And I feel like I would be really good with like kind of like a person who controls AI robots or something. Like I'm one of those people. In video games, I play as either a sniper or I get up and close with a shotgun. So like that's kind of my style. But I'm deadly with a sniper rifle. Like I'm one of those guys. I'd be in the back and I'd just be like, you know, I'm one of them people. I'm a sniper. But yeah, we just getting started. Bro, we just getting started. So, um, that is the live. Love you guys. Before we go, before y'all drop it, people are already leaving. Hold on, god damn it, hold on. Let me say something. Let me say something. How do you face battles? Aren't you scared? I'm always scared. Does the experience vanishes those fears? Nope. I'm always scared. Always scared. Always scared. Do I play Battlefield? I played a lot of Call of Duty. I was a Call of Duty guy. Battlefield, nah, nah. But Battlefield's good though. But I was definitely a Call of Duty guy, especially the BGs. But before I go, I want to tell you guys, as always, the outro is, you guys be safe out there. It's Saturday. It's 6. It's pretty early. I want you guys to be safe. Do FIFA? No, I don't play FIFA. I do play other stuff. I play chess a lot. But I want you guys to be safe. This could be our last live together. You never know. And I know it sounds morbid, but I always want to say this because I want everyone to know that I deeply appreciate you guys and the guys everyone who's commented. I appreciate you guys. I need you guys to be safe. Be mindful. Self-defense, that's why I bring up the reality check and stuff like that about self-defense. You get what I'm saying? It's all about being aware. So be aware, okay? Don't, be aware. Be safe. Make sure you guys pray or meditate and drink a cup of water, goddammit. Drink a cup of water. I'm about to sign off. You guys, how do you celebrate Halloween and praise the Devil's Month? I'm about to be with some honeys on Halloween. So you guys be safe. I'm out of here. Take care.